So Carolyn, did you are we live with okay. Never mind. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It says that we are live on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube
What?
always lets us go live with relative ease.
Yes. Um, let's do this. Whoa. It says we're live.
Okay.
I'm trying to get back to Zoom. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right.
Yes. I don't know what this about. It says it says we live. So hey everybody. We
Hey
are a little bit
everybody.
of
Happy Friday.
happy Friday. Technical difficulties tonight.
We did it
Facebook.
correctly last week. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Facebook, YouTube, Zoom. Mm. So we are massage educators on the mic. And what I will do is I'm going to go to the group CC
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go live in the group from YouTube.
Was that how that worked well last time?
No, it didn't. But this is the only way where it's let me do it this time. Um, all right, I know that this is a Q&A session
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted therapists who may have questions to come and ask us any questions they have. So we're on YouTube tonight, everybody. We are massage therapists, educators, and a mic. And if you have questions about where you are as a massage therapist, if you're interested in going from working from someone else to working for yourself, being a solopreneur or entrepreneur, or you're having um, stumbling blocks and you're not sure what direction to go in, this is a time that you can ask us any questions you want pertaining to where you are at as a massage therapist and where you see yourself going for 2025. I'm not going to say the next 2 years, the next 3 years. I'm going to just stick with 2025.
Yeah, I'm looking at my laptop right now and see if I can see if it's live. But yeah, we said that we would have this time here open so that everybody can get their questions answered. If you are, again, like Carolyn said, wanting to see where you're going for 2025, if you want to see where, what are your next steps to next week, we're here. We left this time open, available just for you guys to ask these questions, to get everything sorted out, to get ideas. Um, I know within this week, I've had a lot of ideas that I want to start on and something that I actually want to see implemented um, with Carolyn. So tell me what you think. And I'm just going to go live. I'm in the group and I'm talking about it because I'm not a gatekeeper. You can do what I do. You're just not going to do it the way I do it because, you're not me. I'm not you. I
Right.
looked at um, different ways to host different workshops. And something that I used to do when I was at the lab at Drexel, I would take the x-rays and they had like X amount of x-rays that were just left over. And you
Mhm.
never really could understand. I used to do it as a part of a presentation where it encouraged outside of the box thinking about what may have happened to this person for their x-rays to show up like this. And with that, This is why I want to come and let us collaborate. Take two, collaborate on this because I want to go to like either medical schools or imaging centers and get old X-rays so that we can do a workshop or create a course that is teaching that outside of the box thinking. Now, tell
Awesome.
me what you think because I mean that's something that I could see us working on and coming up with a course on and teaching that just around the country. Honestly, if you have one train of thought, it always looks like this, it always presents like this, it always does this. So when this person is coming to you and they're like, "Well, I don't know what I did," and they really can't figure it out. It's a way for you as the therapist, the nurse, the occupational therapist, the physical therapist, even, and saying, "Did you do?" And you can ask them what they did, but for the most part, you have those people who will come to you even as massage therapists, and they'll be like, "Well, I don't know what I did." This will give you that opportunity to exercise those brain, that part of your brain where it's like, this could have happened, this could have happened, this could have happened, this could have happened. Just because it doesn't look like a particular thing doesn't mean it's not that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that's been on my brain for the last couple of days.
I think it is a great idea. It gives massage therapists the opportunity to see what the body looked like from images,
How to
and that,
read those images.
yeah, how to read the images and take a look at what the images is showing, knowing how to read the images, understand the images, and interpret the images. Not saying that you're going to end up being a radiologist. You're not, but you're going to have a general idea on how to read and understand it as it relates to massage therapy and what's going on with your client slash patient, especially if you are a medical massage therapist.
If you have that MPI number, you're getting those calls from insurance companies, you're getting those calls from other physicians. It gives you a chance to be in the know. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, well, where do we go from here? Well, how do we get that? Well, what courses are created around it? Guys, we like literally, I think over the past like 3 weeks, where we've been telling you about MPIs, where we've been telling you different ways that you can service people. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
a way to understand how to service people. I don't know if you've been following us or not, but I can see where this progress is going over the last couple of weeks. So it's a way for us to let you know, hey, we are the providers moving into the future. That's who we are. I know Canada already has that model. I know the World Health Organization, even like 10 years ago, said that chiropractic, uh,
Oh,
acupuncture, and massage were
mm-hmm.
going to be people's top choices in care because there were certain parts of, and it's like governments all over the world. It's not just the United States, it's all over the world that were not understanding how to work with certain populations and not how not to work. They didn't understand how to work with people. So if you can understand the body and its energy and its um, osteopathic alignment and its muscle movement capacity, I think you have a pretty good grasp on a lot of different reasons, whether it be physical, whether it be emotional, whether it be, you know, muscular, what's going on with people and help them in a different way than they're being helped today. And it's not to take over anything. It's not. It's a completely different avenue to go down because a lot of people are looking for it. We need to be the ones to provide it. And rather than just sit and say, hey, we need to be the ones to provide it, let's take a step further. Let's create it. So that's where I
Who,
am with the thought.
who, let's put it out there. Which massage therapist would be interested in taking a course like this? If you're one of the massage therapists that's looking to elevate, put it in the comments that you're interested in a course that CC and me collaborating with her, creating this course so that you have out of the box thinking and you have out of the box knowledge and know how to read and interpret and understand the images. That's
If
something
you
that massage therapists don't get to see anyway. Not really.
But it
Mm-mm.
helps
Not
our
unless you
jobs
have a, not
immensely.
unless, yeah, not unless you have a relationship with a radiologist. or you have a relationship with a physician that you can call that physician and say, listen, I would like to take a look at your patient, my client images, so that I can better serve them and understand what's going on with them. Who has that? What massage therapists already have that? What
If you
CC
do
is
put it in the
doing,
comments,
yeah, what CC is doing is leveling up and helping us level up and helping you level up so you can take it to the next step. We've talked about NPI numbers, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I put the information in the group of where you can go, the website of where you can go and get your NPI number, and that's free. Your NPI number doesn't cost you anything. Hopefully, some of y'all have taken the time out and put the application in and apply for your NPI number, because that is what's going to set you apart. That NPI number. You have your NPI number, you could, and you are working within the medical massage realm. You have taken all of these medical courses as it relate to massage therapy, being certified as a medical massage therapist,
if
and
you've
take
taken the LMT Success Group course for medical massage therapy, whether it be like their first level or their secondary levels or any of their advanced levels thereafter, I think this is something that will benefit you as a practitioner.
yes,
And I'll say that being someone who's taken that course.
we both did. We was in
Right.
that class together, right?
Yeah, we was in that class together.
Yeah, we was in that class together. So many, what?
Mhm.
That was, what was it, over 10 years ago?
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
And
but it,
here's the thing, therapist. Just because you take one medical massage certification course doesn't mean you should not go back and get a refresher. You
I'm looking at
definitely,
going back and getting a refresher in that particular course.
yeah, you definitely should get a refresher course because things change. New information in the medical field is always coming out. So in order for you to stay abreast and to keep up, like you're keeping up with technology, you do the same thing with medical massage.
I don't know if you look at the statistics that they give you when you take your ethics course. I've noticed in a pattern over in the last few years, honestly, where I think initially when I looked at it, it was like maybe like 56%. And these are very rough percentages. And this was a few years ago. Like 56% of the people were going to their physician and asking about massage. And then the next time the ethics course came around again, 2 years later, um, 75% were asking about massage. And then, a little bit down the line, the percentages is in the 80s. So this is not something that is going backwards. It's not something that's diminishing at all. More and more people, especially getting the recommendation from their physicians more and more, are asking
Mhm.
about body work and massaging, and people are being suggested to these folks. So getting in on floors that definitely set you in a different place. I'm not gonna say set above, I'm just gonna say in a different place because you are different. You did something different, you know something different that makes you a little bit different. Um,
Mhm.
but if they are asking, people are asking for the information, you should have the education.
I agree. You don't want to you don't want to be left behind, because it took us a long time as massage therapists to even be accepted into the medical realm. And now that we are accepted into the medical realm, you don't want to be left behind. You don't.
And you don't have to work with everybody. Find your niche. Find them people who you want to work with and collaborate with the corresponding physicians and care providers. Um, but having that MPI number, getting educational courses, doing some networking, it can all work out for you.
I was I was listening to a podcast, and the podcast, they had a guest speaker on there, and she was a physical therapist. And every year, the physical therapist have this big conference. This guest speaker, she's a physical therapist. Cece mentioned niche. This physical therapist works at a facility, and when I think of physical therapist, I'm thinking, okay, I know that physical therapists work with machines. I know that physical therapists can do, the whole body. She said at her facility, they only work with specific body parts, and that is waist and below. That's it. Any injury, waist and below, is what her and her team specializes in. That's niche. When Cece talk about niche, she talking about that type of niche. So I'm explaining that for the therapist who might not understand, like, I'm a massage therapist. What's the niche? That
I know there are, when I initially started, because I injured my, I like working with like low back and hips because I know I've injured those parts more than I care to even count.
mm-hmm,
So not only did I have the education for that body part, I have personally experienced what it is to hurt in that body part. So I understood others who may have hurt in that body part because I've experienced it. So being able to help them just a little bit better, not only being a practitioner, but being someone who's injured that part, made it, I'm not going to say easy. It definitely simplified working with the group of people that I like to work with. It's like
okay,
if you had a hurt shoulder, you would go to this person because why their shoulders was hurting. It'd be like therapists. And I remember, you remember, I don't know if we're, say the person's name or on here or not. This is why I paused. But working with a practitioner, he hurt his shoulders more times than care to explain. So when people came in with shoulder injuries, and it's not like we were dogs competing after that piece of steak or anything. It was like, no, who has the most experience in this area working with this body? You injured your shoulders. Hey, come here. I know you came in to see me, and that's fine. But literally everybody on the planet has some muscles. I'm gonna get another client, but you go work with him, and I'm gonna tell you why. That shoulder injury you got, he can empathize with that better than I
mm-hmm,
can. Not that I don't know the work, he know what it is to personally firsthand have that injury. So I need you to go
mm-hmm.
over there and work with him. Oh, you hurt your low back? Come here, I got you. Come on. I got you. So niching it out, working within very specific areas of the body where you can be most beneficial. One, because you know and like to work a little bit more, or two, you've experienced what it is to hurt in that area. So you understand what that work is.
Yeah, so my niche in the medical realm is, for me, cervical. Why? Because I sustained a cervical injury from C3 to C7 with
Oof.
ARP down to T5. And that was one of the reasons why I became a massage therapist, because of my cervical injury. I only enrolled in school just so I can get the treatments every day. I had no, I was in pain for 2 years every
Ooh,
day and on 1,000 milligrams of naproxen. I went to the school we graduated from, NMTI. I could say it, I think. And I don't know if you remember Bren, the
I
instructor.
remember Brent. I remember her.
Bren and one of her graduates worked on me. And for the first time in 2 years, I didn't have no pain at all for 2 weeks. I didn't have the 1,000 milligrams of medication. And I went back to that school and said, listen, I want to enroll in the school so I can receive massages. And the administrator, she says, oh, no, you can't do that. We have to give massages. So I'm like, that's not what I want to do. I just want to receive. And she says, no, you have to learn how to give massages because that is part of the curriculum. And I said, okay, that was in 2007. I applied a year earlier, 2006, changed my mind. I don't know why, but they still had my records from when I initially applied in 2006. That was my sole purpose for becoming a massage therapist and an advocate for it, because I had firsthand experience. Someone who has a cervical injury, and surgery is not an option for me, because if I get the surgery, I'm paralyzed from neck down. So
Mm.
I have no choice but to be stuck on 1,000 milligrams of medication until I learned about the benefits of massage. So my prescription is I must get massages on a regular basis for life. And that was the reasons why my doctor took me off the 1,000 milligrams of prescription meds.
And I'm pretty sure that just coming off those medications saved you a lot in stomach issues, saved you a lot in liver issues, saved you a lot
Mhm.
of organ issues, not
Yeah,
having those
because of
medications.
the side effects.
Right, because medication absolutely, don't get us wrong, medication has a place. It absolutely has a place. But all the time and over time will cause you some damages someplace else.
To your liver, and it will destroy your organs. Every prescription medication, every prescription allopathic medicine has has a side effect. No matter what you're taking, it has a side effect because it has been synthesized from its original form, which is a plant. That's a whole nother class, y'all. I'm
Whole
sorry.
other class.
I just went off. I just went off. But that's a whole nother class. But that's the truth of the matter. So when we talk about becoming a medical massage therapist, do it. As long as we have sick people, as long as we have people that are getting into accidents, as long as we have people that are being injured, there's always going to be a space for medical massage therapists.
As long as you have, I feel like one of those people now, and we should be here with our superhero stance. As long as there are people who sit at desk and type for work, as long as you have people um, who run, who train their bodies, as long as you have people who are clumsy.
I'm sorry, y'all. Those my puppies. Hold on. It's 3 Australian doodles. I'm sorry. Their second mommy came in the house.
They said, "Hey, mom."
Yeah. But that's where our industry is headed. It's okay to be a massage therapist and all you do is therapeutic or you do spa. That's fine. But if you want to transition, transition to the medical side. Because here's the thing, I'm going to give you an example with two massage therapists. Two, you have a person that calls you on the phone, and one massage therapist does spa, another one does medical. The person that you're listening to has an injury. Guess who gets canceled? Guess where they're going to go between the two therapists? They're going to go to the therapist that has the medical massage certification. Why? Because they have an injury. Are they going to go to the massage therapist that specializes in spa? The spa
It's not
massage
that
therapist
time.
might get canceled. Like, I'll book with her or him another time when I feel better, but not right now because I really need this medical massage therapist.
And
So
and
I don't
everybody
in pain. That's the key. They in pain.
and everybody has like that time. But I think spa therapists are for um it's for mental relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different part. That's a different part of the body altogether. When you need your brain to relax, that's when you go see that spa therapist. When you need to feel that rejuvenation within, you know, I've had a rough day. I need to unwind. because they're like, and it's not that we are against spa treatments. That's just not what we're talking about. Because if people will come to you like, so you come and you do like the salt scrubs and the shit. I'm not a salt scrub person. I know a lot of those therapists. When you got a party that you're trying to do. You got, 6, 7, 8 girlfriends you want to get together, have some wine, get massages, and do. Absolutely, there's absolutely a place for that. Why? Because that's girl time. That's self care. That is mental relaxation. That is teaching you about some things physically that, as a therapist, I don't particularly specialize in. Now, can it be done? Do I have the skills for it? Yeah, I have the training for it. Yeah. Do I do it? Not often. Not at all, really. People, when they come to me, they're coming to me. It's like, Cece, I have this going on. Why is this happening? And I say, let's walk through it,
Mm-hmm.
and
I had
let me make you a part of your care. Because I could tell you all the time what's going on. That means you have to come to me all the time. I'd rather
mhm.
you come to me when you need to and refer some other people to me. Because I don't want to see you all the time. That means I'm not doing my job.
Can I snatch you up? Why? Hmm. Why? You want that? Yeah, CC can see you. See my hair?
Hey, what's up, Tara?
How are you? You okay?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. I'm back though. See that? Get out. Take 2 out. Get out.
See, folks, we real people too.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with spa services. I had a gentleman call me today. He said, I would like to book a massage. Anytime a man call me, I'm asking questions. What kind of massage is you looking for? Oh, I would just like a massage. Mm-mm. I only service medical massage. Oh, you don't do? No, sir, I don't. Mm-mm. I don't do that.
You know
If
something
he would have
something
told me, if he was a little bit more specific, when I ask what type of massage, just don't tell me, oh, just a massage. No, no, no. You should know if you want spa work, therapeutic work, medical work, or body work. One of those four. Because if you just tell me massage, I'm going to lead you right off my phone. I said, no, sir, I only do medical massage therapy. Do you have some type of injury? Have you been diagnosed with a medical condition that requires medical massage therapy? He said, no. I'm sorry, I apologize, I cannot service you. And he hung up the phone.
no harm, no foul.
No, not at all. Not at all. So therapists, just take in consideration what we said and pay attention to the direction that the industry is going in. Do your due diligence, do your research, and let that be a guide for what direction you want to go in based on what is going on in our industry and in the economy and what it is that communities want. You can research your own community and find out what it is that the people in your community want. What type of services are they looking for? How can you best help them? Do a workshop. A workshop in this case for you would be an information session. We're
I
just here to
know,
answer your questions.
right? We're here to answer. You know something I think about when you say massage therapy. See, these are like this country is definitely more of a melting pot. What is meant culturally by massage therapy? Because a lot of people got different definitions to everything, and I understand what we can do in a scope of practice, being where we are. But
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean from the person that is not from here? What are
Right.
their customs? What are their cultures? what constitutes, okay versus that's not okay. And understanding those things from a cultural background.
Hmm. I believe that each culture has its different meaning of massage therapy, but it all comes down to hands on and reducing the person's pain or reducing their stress. Whatever going on with them, it still comes down to we're laying down hands
Hmm.
to help this person that's in front of us. So
One of the
go ahead, Cece.
I'm thinking like kind of like throwing some ideas out here for the people who may be having like a little bit of an issue about who should I work with or what should be happening. Um, you ever think about working with kids, guys? Seeing as though we got to have all these clearances and seeing these children, teaching positive touch. Hey, puppy, teaching positive touch to children starting at elementary school age and doing like appropriate um educational pieces for them, whether that start with some deep breathing, um teaching them how to breathe properly, teaching them, you know this is a good touch, this is not a good touch, and whatever that feels like, looks like to you, and really having them understand their little bodies early on. Of course, making the language a little bit different depending on the age of children and group of kids that you're working with. Of course, you can say some things to like maybe a high school student that you can't necessarily say to a fifth grader, that you can't say to a kindergartner. So understanding those different markets of people, because again, if because they're little people, they have bodies, they have muscles, they have bones, they have fears and hopes. They may not be able to express them all depending on the age of the kid, but like, yeah, working with those kids and letting them know early on, if
And
you
keep
have like this little thing that happens here, this is why, and here's how you can, get rid of that.
and keep in mind that when you're servicing children that's under 18, their parent or legal guardian must be in the room with you at all times. That is state law.
Yeah, and like I said, educating
Mhm.
these babies. There's
Yeah,
always another adult in the room with you, but you're there for educational purposes and things that, their own bodies and things that you can teach them to do on themselves, so they don't even have to touch each other.
right,
Kids start learning
right,
stuff like, oh, let me touch you. Like, no, you don't want to do all that, but you definitely want to have them with the information.
right. Cece,
Hmm.
let me see. I'm looking. Okay. Nobody has any questions yet. And we said 30 minutes and we actually went over 30 minutes.
Yeah, we definitely went over 30 minutes. I got excited with the information that I've thought of, like just over honestly over this past week. Um,
Okay.
just being able to sit down and really write out some things and send some other things off, having some ideas to bring to the table. So if you guys are having trouble with your niche markets, if you're having trouble with just ideas overall in general, hopefully it's been helpful in the information that we given. I know we've given more than the 30 minutes. We promised that we over delivered. So we did what we were supposed to do on our end. If you
Yeah.
have questions, this was the time for you to go ahead and open this up, because this is, open up live. It's not recorded. It is what it is. So
Mhm.
if you've missed this part of it, I'm so sad. Sorry. Sorry guys. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
have another one of these at some point in the future.
Um,
Um,
I think maybe once a quarter, maybe once a
look,
quarter. Definitely not every month. So once a
no,
quarter.
yeah.
So that's our time, everybody. You have been listening to Massage Educators in the Mic. I am Carolyn and my
This is
co-host Cece.
CC.
And we will see y'all next Friday. Next Friday is not Q&A. Next Friday is strictly anytime we go live or it gets loaded to the podcast on Spotify, it is a mini class. And that's how I look at it. It's a mini class because we're giving you information and gems that you should be writing down and taking notes. And whatever it is that we said that you can pick up on and use it, it's a class because you learned something. Cece, you have any
Hopefully you
last
found
words
the
before we go?
hopefully you guys found the benefit if you're listening. If you weren't ready to step forward just yet and say, "Hey, I'm here, I'm listening," but you were, hopefully you found the benefit of it, and you could take the information that you learned today and make it useful for yourself.
Yes. We will see y'all next Friday. Take care, everybody. Bye
All right,
bye.
take care, guys.
Okay.